Cheerio. Kyungye. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Taekwondo Thursday. You might be wondering why I'm holding a sparring boot. Well, that's because today's video is about how to actually wrap a boot correctly. So this video is really aimed at parents that have children that are sparring, because most adults can tie their boots correctly, but the children seem to struggle a lot. And the main reason is they're just not tying the boot securely. Now, there's a couple of main reasons why this is essential. First of all, it's the safety feature. If a boot isn't secured correctly on their foot, well then what can happen is they can actually go over on their ankle because the foot can come loose and make them to trip. So that's one issue. The person can actually injure themselves. Another issue is if the Velcro isn't sealed fully, well then what can happen is if that comes loose at all and you've got a flailing strap and the child kicks, it can hit their partner in the eye. So safety is the number one. Number two is it interferes with the actual sparring bout. If they're tied too loosely, a lot of times the strap comes from underneath and it just slips out, and this child then has to come down, take off their gloves and fix their boot, or in my case usually I will do it for the student. But what it does is not only does it interrupt sparring for that child, but it interrupts their partner's bout as well. And if this happens to 4 or 5 children in a class, well, instead of the instructor watching what's going on, they're fixing boots for children, or letting the children take forever to fix their own boots. So this can be prevented by learning how to do it correctly in the beginning. So let's get in closer to the camera. The boots are secured with a figure 8 wrap. So from here, make sure you're not covering the Velcro at the back. It goes over the instep, under the sole of the foot, back over the instep, and around to the back where the Velcro will seal. Now, a lot of times when I check the boots of the children, this is what's happening. They have it only half covering Velcro to Velcro like this. So this is now loose, and eventually from the friction of their feet on the ground, it slips out, comes loose, and then the whole thing has to be done. So the first thing I'll check is, have they actually got the Velcro covered all the way here like this. So it goes over, pulling it tight at the beginning, wrapping it underneath and around the back, and it should completely cover Velcro to Velcro on the back of the boot. Hopefully that will be a help. But it'll have to be practiced at home a couple of times just so that it can be done efficiently and done properly. Have a lovely evening. Cheerio.